way. It's ready to go. Right now, here we go. Match number 2. So 1-0 to Price so far, who is Reto Gargamel. And we have Markov immediately selecting his commander. He's going in for the Recon Support Company, going to be relying on those Pathfinders potentially, the Pack Drop Airborne Squad, and also the M8 Greyhound, which is very lethal in the early mid-game. Let's see, Price is not going for a crazy strategy to start with. It looks like he's just going for standard Volks. Maybe he might try and mix in some Panzer Fusiliers soon. I imagine he will do that. But yeah, we'll see. I imagine he's going for double riflemen over here, and they're going to both go opposite sides here. So we won't see a fight until maybe the 2nd minute or 3rd minute into this match, I think. So slow start here. Hey Hans, how do I rate the Pershing? I think it's better than the IS-2 in my opinion. And probably better than the King Tiger in terms of wiping squads and stuff and maneuverability. I think I rate the Pershing very highly because it is very accurate even when it's not even got veterancy. Whereas the IS-2 constantly misses infantry, and where the King Tiger also isn't too great at smashing infantry without much veterancy. We also see some barbed wire going down immediately on the left-hand side here from the Stern Pioneer squad. It's gonna, it's always good to do. If you could do something while capping, might as well do it. Though with these Volks, he didn't put down some cover. We do see, okay, Riflemen immediately trying to push over there to stop those Volks from going for the middle VP. And they're going to go for, these Riflemen are going to cut the middle VP. Right hand side VP is getting taken. He's going to plant some barbed wire down here. So it's always good to build cover and wire off cover so your opponent can't use the side that they will attack from. Again, could be building sandbags while capping this VP point here. So, Captain Price maybe not utilising, his squads to their maximum potential. And again, it's just 3 rifles versus 3 Volks, so it's kind of a standard meta build as we see things at the moment. Again, good job from Markov. More wire down. Probably should build some wire over there as well if he's got a second to do so.
Enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Step is capturing the middle VP, but these rifles are going to get involved here. They're going to stop here and fire at max range. This side, the house has only got 1 window on, so this is not going to be a good engagement for these Stern Pioneers. However, there's some Volk squads. The Volk squad is in the top are 2v1ing this Rifleman squad. This Rifleman squad is in a bad spot, and Markov realizes it and decides to GTFO as fast as he can, so that gets out there without taking a single casualty there, so it's good. But hey, he's going to take some losses here to this Stern Pioneer squad in this house if he's not careful. He's going to jump behind this truck. And not a bad engagement here for these rifles, I think. So probably swap those Sterns around and put the Volks in the house. But still, I'm kind of liking the engagement for the rifles here because it's 2v1 still, so they're getting twice as much damage done than the Volk squad is. So even if they are in a house. However, this Volk squad over here is trying to get involved in assist. And it's shooting from the side that these rifles are not benefiting from much cover from. So, as you can see, 1 rifleman drops immediately there. But however, we do have another rifleman squad, the weak squad, coming in to assist. Rear echelons trying to hold their own against the Volk squad. Probably not going to do too well, but we also have the Stern Pioneers on the retreat path there. Again, Markov might be overextending himself. And these Stern Pioneers, if they're really accurate here with their shots, may get a wipe on these rear echelons. He's going to keep chasing them back here. 1 goes down. Second Stern Pioneer, second rear echelon squad's getting low. Rifleman squad's going to try and come in here to stop the chase. I think he'll be alright there. One of those, that Volk squad in the house gets pushed back. And we do see our first truck up from Price. Oh yeah, I remember Price always being really aggressive with his battle group headquarters. I think he's going to probably pop it over here and try and, have a dominating map control here. And the riflemen over here do win out in the end. And force back those guys. Stern Pioneer squad. Really far over the right hand side for some reason. Wonder why it was that far forward. Going to try and come in here and help. Rifleman correctly switch targets to the Stern Pioneers, the dangerous squad. Here comes an LT though. And they're going to try and fire from max range on the Sterns. Here comes the battle group headquarters. Quite an aggressive spot. Slap bang in the middle of the map. Meanwhile, back in the American space, we do see no healing just yet. He's going for a 50 cal next. So this will get the American player Markov will probably do a lot better at the moment because he's going to have more infantry right now because Price is opting to go for more tech, so he's going to have less infantry on the field. Does get the decap on the fuel on the left hand side. However, Price is really close to getting himself the flak half track, and he's starting to build it right now. The Markov doesn't have any counter to this. However, he's going for, he's opting to go for maybe the Stuart tech here. He's unlocking the mechanized platoon company post, and he has got quite a bit of fuel in the bank, so he can go for a Stuart to counter this flak half track if he wants to. And also the 50 cal does have armor piercing rounds, which will do quite a bit of damage to that flak half track.
We're losing a capture point.
Here comes the 50 cal. She's going to immediately suppress these Volk squad. If they don't back away now, they're going to get suppressed. They get suppressed. This rifle's going to chew these up. You probably should just retreat these.
Regimental headquarters advised. Panzer Fusiliers are ready for action.
The rifles, only 2 of those riflemen are firing. He lost his opportunity there to do maximum amount of damage, and here comes the reinforcements. So this Volk rifleman squad's going to get pushed back. And again, it looks like Markov might be overextending here, because these squads might push in around the side here and flank this machine gun. Reinforcements are coming, but I think he might be alright. He's going to try and suppress this Volk squad first and then turn the MG round, I would imagine. Needs to turn that machine gun around immediately. Incendiary grenade coming in here, immediately going to be pushing back this one rifle. MG going to be suppressing one squad here. No, he's going to try and suppress the Sturms first. But that might mean he might get flanked here. I imagine incoming incendiary grenade here. He's going to see it coming. He's going to reposition really quickly. Nice repositioning. Doesn't take any damage. Or maybe a very slight amount there. But here comes the flak half track moving in. Stuart is in production. And the LT does have a Zook, but it's on the wrong side of the map to assist here. And this flak half track might get the wipe here on this rifleman as he retreats past on negative current road. No. Will he get the wipe? No, he does not. Now this Stuart's going to hit hard, I think, because there's no Raketenwerfer in the... And he's going to go for a Panzer Fusilier squad, but he could upgrade it with Shreks. And this LT now spots the battle group headquarters in its location, so we'll see how he now approaches it to deal with this. Here comes the Stuart. It's on the field. Still no healing for the American. He needs to get that as soon as possible because he's going to be bleeding. But as of yet, there's no proper counter to this Stuart, so the Stuart could go to town. Does get the ambulance out. Black Object's going to immediately start backing away. So the American player has to sit in his base for a time because he needs to wait for the healing, so he can't take full advantage of the Stuart. Let's just see if these Panzer Fusiliers are upgrading Shreks. They are. Here come the Shreks. Upgraded just in time. They're going to get a volley off here. One Shrek connects. And the Stuart is going to back away. 50 cal protecting the right-hand side flank. Med truck is out. He's going to jump out and repair. The Shrek up boys are going to keep pushing forward here. He needs that machine gun to suppress these Panzer Fusiliers with Shreks. Otherwise, the Stuart is not going to be able to do much. He's going to keep trying to back away here, but the Shrek boys are still chasing. They're going to get another volley off. Again, one more Shrek connects. He's going to have to back away right into his base here. Is he going to try a long-range attack round? Might as well. A bit too aggressive there. He's going to get suppressed and has to retreat all the way back now. He does try for the attack round there to try and see if he can get it, but probably should have done it a little bit sooner. Those Shreks are going to go all the way back to base. They're going to take a while before they come back onto the field. So now is the perfect time for the Stuart to come back out onto the field and start doing some harassment. But we do have an officer out on the field. Gets efficiency 5. He can get a 5th man, I believe. This squad didn't used to be able to vet up if I'm correct. But this is quite not a bad squad to call on now, actually. If you look at the map, it's pretty much even Stevens, apart from the VP and the one strategic sector being in the hands of the Axis player Price at the moment. 50 cal is positioned quite aggressively here. He's going to drop a smoke grenade here to deny the pin. Stuart going to try and mess up these Stern Pioneers. Stuart isn't the best light vehicle to deal damage against infantry. The T-70 is a lot better, but it still will wreck infantry given time. Just be careful here, you might get Panzerfausted. He's doing quite well with kiting with the Stuart here. Always want to stay away from being able to get Panzerfausted. I think he might get Fausted now, though. No. Oh, we do have a Greyhound out now. So double light vehicles now. This Volk squad's going to be overextended. He can chase this back. There's the LT on retreat here, so this might be a wipe here. This will be a wipe for sure here. I'm pretty sure this squad's going to go down. This is the first major blunder here from Price. Losing a squad there. And he does get himself another Panzer Fusilier. Will he get another Shrek on that? He might do, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. 50 Cal's going to have to pull back because the flak half trick is laying into it. Stewart wants to get involved here. He's not retreating it. Here comes a volley of... One connects. Meanwhile, the fuel on the left-hand side has been decapped. And Price has chosen a very strange... Yeah, I've just realised, he's gone for the Yagtiga commander rather than the normal target commander. Does give him this officer, but he doesn't get access to Opos with SGGs. And he doesn't get, like the normal target. The Yagtiga on in 1v1 is never a good idea in my opinion, so... Ooh, flak off track. Hasn't got Veteran C1 yet, but I think he's done a decent job actually at forcing back squads on the left-hand side. The Greyhound's going to swing over to the left-hand side. It's going to run into the Shrek boys, who missed their volley. So we do have double Shrek'd up guys at the moment. Ooh, good volley there. One more volley anyway, that Stuart will die. Markov's not paying attention to his engineer squad. It's going to go down and retreat. Black Half-Truck's there to take it out as well. This is going to be a painful loss here to lose that Veterancy 2 as well. First loss for Markov this game. And what do we see being teched? We do have bars and bazookas being unlocked right now.
Weapon rack is now accessible.
50 cal armor piercing rounds. Maybe not. Here comes the Greyhound to assist. He's going to try and go in against the Flak Half-Trick, but the Flak Half-Trick does not too bad against the Greyhound compared to the Stuart, because the Greyhound has lighter armor. Or I should say thinner armor. Oh, Shrek boys are ready. One volley in. Here comes some more Shrek boys. Just be careful here. Ooh. Keep backing away with the Stuart, bro. And we got a rifle that was forgotten about on the right hand side that might get picked off here. He's going to focus it down. But they are Shrek'd, guys, so they're not going to do as much DPS as if they had G43s. And I think that squad's going to get back away. Greyhound hasn't been pulled back all the way back to base. Needs to be careful. 50 cal's getting flanked on the left-hand side as well. Greyhound needs to pull back. Ooh, this house is very low.
Our supply line just got cut off. We're losing a capture point.
And because he lost those rear echelons, it's going to take even longer to repair all his tanks. This Stuart hasn't jumped out and started repairing yet, which is going to, further delay. He's doing it now, but a bit late on that. We also have the Schwer getting set up now on the left-hand side, which will be covering the left-hand side VP. However, this hedgerow is in its line of sight, so it's not. I wouldn't say this is probably the greatest positioning on this thing. Probably around about here would be better, or maybe slightly back over here, because then it would maybe cover the fuel a bit more. And what you could do with an anti-tank gun, you can set an anti-tank gun here and just shoot through the hedge and just keep killing this Schwer, whereas the Schwer couldn't retaliate. So we'll see if that position works for him. But yeah, this forward position is really strong for Price because he hardly ever has to retreat, and then once that's built, he can then upgrade this as well, so he doesn't have to retreat back to his base, so he can constantly keep his field presence. Stuart is now out. Fuel on the right hand side has been decapped for Markov. He needs to regain that. And it's also worth note that we're not far away from a Panzer IV. About 33 fuel away. I think I'd probably save up the Panzer IV rather than going for the retreat point unlock first. Here comes the blob. Using the Greyhound correctly against the stand to the right hand side, but the Shrek blob's over there coming in. Would like to see another 50 cal actually here. Oh, the Stuart's making a push for the Greyhound. He's going to try and use a tech round. No. Has to pull back here. The Schwer. There's a double grenade coming in. Double grenades here, and the normal grenade might get wiped. Oh, one of the rifles does get wiped. Thanks to that grenade, and that Stuart didn't do much at all. And I think we also lost the LT in the middle. So Markov losing loads this one. He's still sticking in that flame damage and still taking damage from that nade there. However, both Shrek squads are back to base at the moment, so the vehicles of the allied player could do a little bit of work. He's going to steal the Zook. the officer has a bazooka. What a legend. Oh, I love it when like the officer model actually picks up something cool. Makes them look a lot more boss. Yeah, I feel like what Markov needs is another machine gun here. But yeah, getting the anti-tank is the right choice first because the Schwer is up. And a Panzer IV will be in production soon, I imagine. But those two squad losses are going to hurt him, man. He's got his infantry army is now considerably weaker than his opponents. Watch out, these Shreks might wipe this M20. He's low. A bit too aggressive pushing in with this 50 cal just yet. It's half health. He might lose it if he pushes. Here comes the flak Hardtrick pushing in. Does get the suppression off. Anti-tank gun putting in rounds against the Hardtrick there. Will he try attack round? I think he did, but missed. But he's going to still try to open up on the battle group headquarters. Price needs to defend here. Well, if he loses the battle group headquarters, this will set him back a bit. Oh, we also have butterfly bombs coming down, cluster bombs coming in, but nice spread there from Price. He's not going to take too much damage from them at all. Only loses one model, and he probably should have planted those bombs on top of the actual battle group headquarters, because then he at least would have done some damage to that building. Whereas he completely missed its target, so not a great barrage there. Oh! He put the flag back in a bit too far forward. The anti-tank gun might get it. He does! The anti-tank gun does get the wipe on the flak Hardtrick that goes down. Markov needed that wipe there to get back into this game. However, the anti-tank gun is unsupported as it pushes back. The Greyhound needs to be super careful here because one volley from both these Shreks will kill this. He's going to get in the house with every Zook. Oh, he does! He wipes the Stuart. He wasn't expecting him to get in the house, and he loses all of those guys. I mean, he loses the Stuart there. Painful loss there. And then a 50 cal has been healed. Another anti-tank gun out. Meanwhile, Price has plenty of fuel in the bank to be able to make a Panzer IV, but he has been having to reinforce his squads this entire time, so he's not being able to do too well. Other anti-tank gun needs to be healed. This house over here is incredibly weak. I wouldn't put it past me or him. Rather, I would, if I was, I'd have tried to attack that building then, and see if the building would have collapsed with those anti-tank guns. He might have been got lucky then. Oh, nice hit there from the Greyhound. Oh, it's anti-tank this low health needs to be super careful. 50 cal pushing up in support. Oh, he's popped on the focus target here, so this rifle squad's going to drop quite quickly if they get. And he needs to retreat that squad. They're going to get dropped. He's pushing in with it. Oh, he's popped in the retreat. Forced retreat on the machine gun. That's a really good play there. And we do have some more bombs coming in. This time he's planted them correctly on top of the base building. So they're going to do a bit more damage there. The one anti-tank that's remaining is going to open up and try and finish it. But yeah, that retreated squad there is going to hurt. Vet 3 stems coming in as well. Anti-tank needs to be careful, have to pull back. The reinforcements coming in. The MG has been retreated. It's not being called back onto the field right now. One squad man left inside that house, and he might be. And if Price manages to steal these anti-tank guns, that's game. And another squad loss for Markov. It really isn't going his way today at all. What's he going to do? He's going to reinforce here. He just needs to get. Honestly, it's so expensive to reinforce all his squads at the moment. He's going to try and wipe these anti-tank guns at the moment. I mean, he can't really afford to recruit them at the moment. But it would be nice to have at least one anti-tank gun. This Shrek squad needs to be careful. Price can't afford to lose that. Oof. Now, what does Markov do right now? He needs to recruit this anti-tank gunner as a priority. And I think another 50 cal would not be a bad idea. He's just got no infantry again. He just is 50 cal. He's going to try and open up a good mark target onto the focus fire onto the machine gun. Is going to bring it down low, but he does get the suppression off in time. And the Shreks do wipe the last anti-tank gun. So really painful losses there for Markov to lose both anti-tank guns for no real gain. However, he fully retreats his army, which means the battlegroup headquarters is vulnerable right now. But as we saw, all the anti-tank guns are dead, so it's not going to fall. It's got no way of destroying it quickly. However, we do have a Sherman in production. Stun grenade coming in, does stun one squad. Remember, he can keep reinforcing around here, so I think these rifles might actually lose out here. He's more infantry, man. He's going to rebuild another squad over here. He's going to try and get up close and personal. He needs to push these. He needs to start pushing this squad around. Oh, he gets a canister shot. A really nice canister shot in here. He needs to push with the Panzers. Sorry, with the Greyhound. If he doesn't push, then the Shrek guys can keep firing. But yeah, I mean, Price is constantly reinforcing, so he's just got no manpower to buy himself a Panzer IV right now. So this Sherman actually might do a lot of work, actually. Yeah, Price is bleeding a lot of manpower. Lots and lots of manpower. He could have had a Panzer IV out like 5 or 6 minutes ago, but he's just having to constantly reinforce. And I think if he had one Panzer IV out, when the anti-tank guns would have destroyed, he would have won the game then and there. But now the Sherman's out. It's on high explosive rounds. You know, as long as Markov keeps bleeding, I think he can maybe win this game, actually. But he's lost so many squads. This wall is not helping him here. He needs to attack from this angle where there's no cover. And that Sherman immediately has got low health and has to pull back and heal up. This 50 cal has done a really good job, though. I think, yeah, one more 50 cal in the army would be perfect. Okay, now the Axis army has been reinforced. And then again, he's going to use force retreat once more into the machine gun. I really think, yeah, I think it's a good idea to retreat. Without a machine gun support, this allied army has got no hope against this Axis blob. He needs that machine gun to stay in the fight. We're going to see a Scot now from Markov. Now, a Scot is really good against infantry, and I think that's a good choice. However, he does still have no real AT at the moment, so maybe I think rebuilding the anti-tank gun might be advisable. But he still keeps reinforcing. Again, Price still does not have any manpower in the bank to make himself his tank. And oh, these Shreks are trying to hunt down here. One volley, needs to pull back the Greyhound. Oh, gets it back. 50 cal has been caught out there. Needs to set up. Grenades coming in. He will get the suppression. Now's the time to push in. Double grenade going in. I think he's going to be okay there. Russian squad does retreat in time. Doesn't take any losses. Here comes the Scot. Yeah, mate. Howitzer. Efficiency 4. Officer squad over here. STEM officer. But we do have bars on this squad here. Well, only one bar. Scott needs to get... Come on, Scott, get involved in the fight, bro. Here you go. Let's see, this could be a wiping machine if it gets some accurate shots in here. You do not want to be staying still up against this thing. It's going to open up on this Volk squad here, and look, its first shot. Boom! Completely accurate there. Needs to be careful about getting Fausted in the rear here. He's going to pull back here. Scott again, nice shot there, bringing the one man down of that squad. Sherman has been repaired, so going to get back onto the field. Needs to be careful. There's not. He's only got one Zook over here. I'll try a long range shot on that. They should keep trying to go for the decap over here. Right, Price is now almost got enough manpower together to get himself his Panzer IV finally. Oh, really tasty Sherman shot in there. The Sherman could just keep pushing. He might be able to get 2 wipes and retreat here. Oh, and the Scott comes in as well. Push with the Sherman. But here comes the Shreks. Will he be able to wipe the Sturm Officer in time? Oh, a full volley. I think every shot almost connected there, and he will be able to save those squads on retreat. He just needs to keep kiting back now. Keep kiting back. Keep kiting, keep kiting. And this Shrek blob will not be able to do much. Keep kiting, keep kiting. Oh, a really nice shot there. But if a full body connects on this Scott, he will lose it. Ooh. Oh, dude, I wouldn't keep pushing with these Shreks, man. Oh, God, it brought that. Almost wiped us. He's blocking with his own Scott. He needs to keep reversing. Reverse, bro. He's going to try attack round. Oh, but a good Scott shot is going to have to force that squad back to base. And again, look at the bleed on Captain Price's army, man. Greyhound's got 24 kills as well. Very, very respectable. And we do have a Jagdpanzer coming up, but we do have a Jackson also being built. So I fancied Markov's chances, even though he's like lost so many squads this game. The fact that he's lost squads meant that his manpower income has been higher because he's got lower population cap, right? That's maybe actually worked out quite well for him, to be honest. But yeah, definitely after getting the Jackson, I would definitely recommend getting another 50 cal because you know they can keep Price has literally got no way to counter the 50 cal apart from the officer retreat ability, and he can only use that once. Like, you know, that's got a long cooldown, so he can't possibly use it on 2 machine guns. So yeah, I'd like to see him build another 50 cal. Oh, that Scott man is doing work. 10 kills already. Here comes the Jagdpanzer though, unsupported for the time. The Scott is unsupported for the time being, so the Jagdpanzer might be able to get a wipe here on one of these light vehicles if Markov is not careful. Jackson is out, but it's on the wrong side of the battlefield. Oh, he's turning. I don't think he sees it. He hasn't got vision just yet. And I think, yeah, the Greyhound does have vision. He sees it and he's going to back away. Hey, Von Ivan, how's your matches going? Oh, the Jackson does get a good shot in there against the Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer misses. However, Jackson needs to be careful of the loss of Shreks incoming here. Gets main gun destroyed. Needs to be super careful. Needs to pull all the way back to base here. Scott's going to keep out it. Oh, but we do have double Zooks here from the REs, which is a nice little buy there. It's going to force back the Jagdpanzer to stop it pursuing. Sherman's they're gonna tag in for each other. Sherman's gonna come in to try and help here. That goddamn hay barrow is right in the way there. Oh, he might get Fausted here. Oh, he does get an engine crit. Really dangerous here now. Needs to save the Sherman. He's going to drop up in butterfly bombs to force them back. Oh, we do see a Volkswagen get wiped here. Oh, and we do see a big loss there. That one of the Panzer Fusiliers is wiped. And also maybe, oh, dude, 3 vetted squads of Price just get wiped in quick succession there. Wow. However, the rear echelons on the left-hand side do get wiped by the Schwer in all of that, but that's not a big loss. That was a major loss right there. That was literally half the fighting force of Price just get wiped in one go. And I'm going to call GG on that. And looks like Markov is going to keep making rear echelon squads, which I think is a good idea. We're going to try and get the canister shot in there. Misses, unfortunately. Jagdpanzer not really landing in some crucial shots here, but the M20 is down to half health. Does get one more shot in here, but he's going to get away, I think, in time. Sherman and Scott have almost been fully repaired, so they can get back into the fight. And yeah, I like the idea of getting more rear echelons because he can repair his tanks, his vehicles a lot faster. Stun Pioneer is Vet 5 though. Scott Veteran C2 with 13 kills on that. Sherman going to push in. Be careful. Where's the Jackson? Jackson needs to help here. Jackson, get in there. Jagdpanzer might get one more shot in here. Oh, he misses again. What we lose? The captain got wiped to the left-hand side. Markov not paying attention again. It's the second time, or maybe the third time he's lost a squad on the left-hand side, but he's too busy microing on the right. Oh, but the Panzer Fusiliers somehow managed to get the Jackson in all this. There might be some hope here for Price after all. Bad play there with the Jackson. Markov kind of throwing away his lead there. He was like almost guaranteed to win the game then, and now he's just thrown away his only real unit to deal with the Jagdpanzer properly. He's cancelled the Jackson in the build and he's getting himself another Sherman. Okay, I mean, yeah, if you use armor-piercing rounds and gets good flank off on the Jagdpanzer, yes, that could work. He can also, you know, he's got the double the smoke capability. He gets a second Sherman out because then he could, you know, maybe smoke the Jagdpanzer and get in behind it. We do see a Panzer IV being built from Captain Price. Now, a Panzer IV against a Sherman isn't bad, I guess. But again, here comes again the Schwer. So actually, the Schwer's position wasn't actually so bad because it was in the right position to actually get some nice wipes here on these squads. Machine gun needs to turn, sort of swap target. It's not changing target here, so he's going to have to be forced back here. The Sherman, though, getting in some very nice shots there, bringing that Volk squad down to one man. Jagdpanzer again, opening up but missing once more. Here comes the Panzer IV, second Axis tank on the field. Scott, come on, Scott needs to get in the fight. Oh, what, the only vetted rifleman remaining, almost getting wiped there. Just going to try and pick up these weapons with that rare shot, which is a good idea. Panzer IV going to move into the mid. I think this is still anyone's game, to be honest. I think whoever who loses their next vehicle, I think, might... Oh, this is a good push here. He's going to smoke. Jagdpanzer needs one more shot, but it's quite far away. Oh, God, the terrible micro of the Scot there. Didn't even reverse it back and just sat it there and loses it. That is one of his key units there that he lost there, which is perfect against the infantry. And what micro? He's showing his rear to the enemy army right now? What the hell is he playing at? Not good play at all by Markov. I think he's, you know, his late game stamina is lacking quite considerably.
The enemy has cut our supply chain.
Schwer is in range to hit that M20 and it will penetrate. Both Zooks bounce off the frontal armor of that Panzer IV. Jagdpanzers is now Veterancy 1, almost Veterancy 2. It can now camouflage. And you guys know when it camouflages, its first shot out of camouflage will do more damage. I do see an anti-tank gun now in the build for Markov. That's probably a sensible decision. Since there's no real way for the Axis player to deal with it. He's got no indirect fire at all. There you go. Sherman being way too bold here. Bold, not bald. Sherman's going to keep getting chased here and they keep pulling back. Panzer IV already Veterancy 1. He's got what? How many Zooks has he got? He's got 3 Zooks, I think. Might not be a bad idea to get the airdrop combat group squad in as well at some point. You know, airborne with Zooks could be good. You can get the Pack Howitzer, which replaces the Scot, basically. The Sherman is Veterancy 2, so it's going to do some nice damage against these Volk squads. Like so, but that was on armor piercing rounds, so it wasn't as effective as it could have been. Sherman's been moved up a bit too far forward. Does get the suppression in onto that squad there. An anti-tank gun, it will be getting some nice shots in onto that Panzer IV. Sherman's going to push. Anti-tank gun slightly out of range to retaliate. And look at the VPs. Okay, the VPs, Markov is a bit behind on VPs, but still not out of it. We do have a new truck as well by Price. Price has got a lot of some manpower and fuel in the bag, so you might be thinking about going King Tiger here, to be honest. Which would be probably a good idea, to be honest, considering the fact that one anti-tank gun and double Sherman. Shermans can't do really much at all against the King Tiger. One anti-tank gun alone isn't a threat. We do see a new Scot in production. But probably maybe a Jackson would be in order now. Use the anti-tanker to destroy the cover there. Nice play. Anti-tanker going to try and keep creeping up here. He does see the Panzer IV. Scott's trying to provide covering. And the Sherman there. We do see assault artillery being planted in this area. Has to pull back. His only rifleman needs to be careful. The artillery might be perfectly timed on top of this rifleman squad. Whoa! Riflemen, run, boys! Run! And it looks like that artillery barrage is going to be a complete waste, unfortunately. 200 munitions down the drain there. Definitely could have been better spent. Maybe some mines or something, you know. Again, neither side's planted mines. Markov being a bit bold to move his armor, his unit still in the smoke barrage. Doesn't know if Price is going to make a big play to push forward here. Scott's going to open up, trying to hit the base here in the smoke. But the Jagdpanzer's going to find it, get a good shot in there. Panzer IV tries to fire as well, but misses. Again, Scott can only take 3 shots. Sorry, 2 shots. Third shot will get it killed. Panzer IV gets low. He decides to blitzkrieg out of there, but here comes how do you say the word? The behemoth. The Behemoth, whatever you call it. The big boy. The King Tiger is on the field. And one anti-tank gun is there. He's going to build another anti-tank gun now. He hears it through the fog of war. Anti-tank gun is facing the right way to deal with it because you can hear it through the fog of war. He sees it. He's opening up. He's popped on armor-piercing rounds. One anti-tank gun versus the King Tiger. He goes get a penetration shot, but the veteran C3 50 cal. It might go down in the middle here. He can't afford to lose this, and he does, and he didn't repair it, so he loses it outright. And now is the perfect time to push against the one anti-tank gun. Needs to pull it back now. However, the Sherman gets incredibly low. So the Panzer IV is almost down. Decides to pull away, but I think he's going to get wiped here. He needs to recruit it. Oh, he can't afford to lose it. He does build, but the second one is on the field, but he really needed 2. Scott is being way too aggressive right now. 2 shots from the King Tiger will kill it. Some bold REs trying to get in there against the King Tiger. Maybe a little bit too bold here. This thing is moving in. Panzer IV is still very low health. And King Tiger's backed himself up against the wall, but I think he might be alright here. The anti-tanker's moving in. Oh, he loses one of the rear echelons. Anti-tank gun is armor-piercing rounds are activated. Grenade being lobbed. Panzer IV, one of the Shermans moving in here. Oh, what's he doing with that Sherman? He's going to lose it for nothing there. The King Tiger might still go down here. Anti-tank gun still... Come on, anti-tank gun needs to penetrate. He does. One more penetration shot on the King Tiger. Needed to kill it. Oh, it bounced. Will he get it? Oh, he's going in with the snare. The King Tiger is dead. And also, the Vet 5 almost going down there. Needs to pull away. But now the Panzer IV and Jagdpanzer can push in. Oh no! Needs to pull back. Scott, Jagdpanzer could go to town on everything over here. Jagdpanzer, Veteran C4, Veteran C3 Sherman gonna get wiped. It does go down. And look, no Jackson in the building. He's building a Jackson now, but a little too late. The Jagdpanzer is on the hunt. He's trying to wipe the rest of the vehicles over here. Oh, it misses. He needs to be super careful. The Greyhound needs to hide. But we got some Zooks in the rear. Zooks coming in maybe to help out here, push this back. Oh, Jagdpanzer getting incredibly low. But the Panzer IV can tag team in. And what happened with this Sherman, man? That was such a stupid push with that Sherman just then. To lose it like that. Panzer IV going to blitzkrieg in here, maybe trying to find the Scott. He knows it's overextended on the right hand side. Scott hears it, he's going to try and reverse, but Panzer IV gets a good shot in here. Restaurant's trying to come in. Jackson's almost ready to come out. Oh, he needs to be really careful here. Drive forward, quick, or smoke. Oh, so close. Run! Oh, the Scott's going to get wiped here. Caught between a rock and a hard place. He's going to smoke. Good attack round to finish it off. Jackson is out, but what's the Jackson doing? He's facing the wrong way. Also, with the big misplay with the King Tiger to have it backed up against the hedgerow there. That King Tiger going to reverse to safely, and he just let it just die. M20 trying to get in there and do something here. So come around the back here. Oh, he's going to lose this to getting double Fausted in the rear. Oh, he can't lose this now. If he loses that, it's definitely game over. He's going to try and crawl away. Okay, Price needs to recrew this anti-tank gun for sure. Did you ever see a new LT out on the field? Oh, he's going to try and go for the second Faust here. No, he destroys the anti-tank gun. Why? You've got so much manpower in the bank. Oh, Price, please don't make another King Tiger right now. It would be a silly idea to do that. Ooh, a good shot from the Jackson. He needs one more shot to kill the Panzer IV properly. Is he going to go for it? He misses. And the Jagdpanzer's veterancy fought. One more shot needed to kill it. Well, the Jagdpanzer chase. It can't really chase because he's parked it in a really difficult spot right next to the VP there. So it wasn't a good spot to keep the chase on. The Jagdpanzer's going to try and see if he can hunt for the Jackson anyway. Does grab himself that dropped bar, I believe, on the right hand side. So if I was Price right now, I'd make myself maybe another Panzer IV or something, you know? Another Panzer IV, another Panzer Fusilier squad with Shreks or something. I don't know why he would destroy the anti-tank gun. The anti-tank gun would have been perfect to deal with the Jackson. But look at the Jagdpanzer. Look how bold the Jagdpanzer's being. But yeah, the Jackson's got his rear facing it. He needs to jump in quickly. Run away, Jackson! Run away! He's going to shoot you in the ass! Run! He's not even moving it! He's going to lose it! Oh, whoa! They survived on a slither of HP. I'm surprised that actually survived then. How that survived, I have no idea. It literally was on the 1% of HP. Can't believe that survived just then. There still might be a hope. I mean, however, VP's almost down to 100 here for Price. 42-minute game, man. What a second match we're seeing here. But I think this might be a 2-0 for Price. He makes a new officer. Okay. I don't disagree with that. So what does Markov need? Markov needs to rebuild another anti-tank gun. Or he needs to get himself a second Jackson out. No, sorry. Another anti-tank gun. And rebuild the 50 cal. So he can lock down the middle VP. That's what he should be building. Another anti-tank gun, another 50 cal. But yeah, it's just Markov's unit preservation has been really poor. Veterancy 5 Jagdpanzer, man. Oh, it's going to be so good. But Jackson's there, and it's got support with Zook, so... Greyhound, careful, be careful with the Greyhound. He's going to build himself another Jackson here, okay. I wouldn't be, you know, against a Veterancy 5 Jagdpanzer. I would make an anti-tank gun, not a Jackson, because the anti-tank, the Jagdpanzer can do nothing against an anti-tank gun, whereas it could do everything against a Jackson. It's a really bad decision. 75 points, triple cap on. Very dangerous right now for Markov. He needs to start making a play here. Jagdpanzer's creeping forward. Needs to. Oh, and the Zook. So the Shrek's coming in, bringing that down very low. Jagdpanzer's doing such work here. What is he doing? Oh, he just threw away the... Nice volley in there, but only bringing it down to about 70% health. Not enough. Double Jacksons are now out, so... But he's not paying attention to his VPs. And he's still draining. He's gone down to less than 50 now. New King Tiger Elf. Don't agree with that. But he does go for another King Tiger. At this point in the game, chat, you need to be prioritizing the VP. So you need what things to lock down VPs. So I would say that he should have made maybe some machine gun Or maybe a Rakettenwerfer to lock down the VPs, make them so nice and secure. But 32 VPs remain still. Double capped. 30 VPs left. Does have munitions for the cluster bombs if he needs them, so I'm guessing he might use that to make a play on the middle VP, but all Price needs to do is just keep everything on the middle VP and he wins the game because the Schreier is covering the left. So I'm pretty sure this is GG. He does decide to call in the airborne squad with the pack howitzer. But he needs an anti-tank gun more than that, anything really. He needed an anti-tank gun. He needs to make the play now on the middle VP. He can't do anything, man. He really can't. The Jagdpanzer is completely shutting off both Jacksons over here. 20 VPs remaining. You gotta make your play now, bro. He's capping fuel. Why? You don't need fuel. You got 17 VPs left. All right, here we go. He's gonna make the play now. Price is ready for him. Zooks are gonna try and push up against the Panzer IV over here. Oh. What's he doing? About 5 bombs coming in middle. Oh, dude, the Jagdpanzer is just doing work here. Oh, he has stunned the Axis vehicles for a moment. But not enough. Oh. And a good idea to smoke, and that is it. GG. Well played to Price. He goes through into the round 3. I believe he has 2-0'd his opponent Markov. Very nice last second game there, but I definitely feel like, you know, Markov had plenty of opportunity to come back into this game. There was a moment here where he wiped 3 squads, and his opponent only had the 1 Jagdpanzer out, but he decided, you know, he threw away, kept on throwing away his vehicles, and just keep on losing infantry squads left, right, and centre, and just not making the right units at the right time, I feel. Well, Price, I think, you know, he was bleeding so much manpower the entire game. And then when he finally lost those 3 squads, he actually was able to save up enough manpower to start making tanks. So, yeah, I think his very heavy infantry game, because I think he had, like, what, 3 Volks, 2 Panzer Fusiliers, and the Sturm officer, along with the Sturm Pioneer. That's a really heavy infantry army. And he just, you know, he's constantly reinforcing, so he just didn't have enough manpower to make any tanks. And that could have almost cost him the game there. And also his refusal to get like a Rakettenwerfer out. But yeah, really nice play with the Jagdpanzer though. We're getting it vetted up like that, really nice. And yeah, he could have stolen like an anti-tank gun once or twice, but he decided to keep destroying them. You know, I always try and recruit stuff. If you can recruit it and you've got manpower to spare, do it, because you have more variety into your army, more, you know, which is great, because, you know, that if he had stolen that anti-tank gun there earlier, again, these Jacksons would have not been able to do anything, because they're tank destroyers. They don't kill anti-tank guns. But yeah, good game. And big misplay with the King Tiger. He just backed into the corner, thought he was going to be safe there. He could have reversed it this way around and away from the danger. But yeah, GG. Oh, what a game. My voice is almost gone. Hey guys, thank you for watching that video. If you want more content, please click on the link over here and over here. If you would like to subscribe, click on the button down here. Also click on the notification bell down there so you're notified whenever I post new YouTube content. I also stream nearly every single day on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HelpingHans. And if you want to show your support there, please do subscribe, as all your support helps me do this full time. And yeah guys, I appreciate it as always, and catch you next time. Bye-bye.